Our priority is always her safety first and foremost.
Why do they have to review it first, or why is it taking so long before we review it? Why is it not something that's immediately shown to us? You just assume that nobody's going to do anything wrong because they're being watched. Because it has been a week now, we haven't heard anything. We have just officially decided to. Hey you guys, welcome back to The Gentle Life. For those of you that don't know, my name is Precious. This is Mikko.
And I'm Chris.
And our channel is about our journey with autism. If you guys have been following our journey, you guys know the last video that we posted was about an incident that happened at Mikko's school. She is in pre-K and she just recently started school in January of this year. She's been going on and off because of a lot of sickness that she's had, a lot of flus. She's had the flu a couple times, and then most recently there was an incident that happened at school, and we expressed to you guys in our last video our concerns of that and kind of gave you guys an update with that. We wanted to come back on here and answer your questions. There were quite a bit of questions, and we absolutely understand your concern. We're very much concerned as well. I think one of the main questions that you guys asked was, during a time of an incident, is there any cameras to review? Have we already viewed the cameras? Or if there is, why have we not seen it already? And so that's the main question that we do want to answer for you guys. There are cameras in the room. I'm not absolutely sure if there are cameras like around the school. I didn't see any when we went in.
I've never noticed any, no.
Yeah, right, because part of the incident happened outside of the classroom and inside of the classroom. So we submitted the form a week ago and we haven't heard anything yet. But there is cameras that are in the classroom, especially, we know for sure, for special education. But it is not live, like at the school level. It is being recorded at the district, right? That's at district. They're the ones who are over it, who's over it.
They've switched their process of how they handled the review of the footage. So it used to be handled or reviewed at the district level. The school would have to ask for approval from the district. The district would then review it, and then, you know, it would go from there.
Call us and we would go to district to review it.
Right, but now they've switched it. I'm not sure if it's just this year or how recently they've switched it, but they now still have to ask for approval from district level, but then district then allows these schools to handle it at their individual level. So that's what we're dealing with now. The gentleman that you heard on the phone, he did kind of sound like he was nervous or like he didn't know what was going on. It's because he did explain to us that it is a new procedure. And this, for all we know, could be the first case that he's had to practice this procedure on or you know, demonstrate on. Because we don't know how many people would ask to see, you know, footage, you know. I think like a lot of the times when you think of, oh, there's a camera in the room, you just assume that nobody's going to do anything wrong because they're being watched. That's not always the case. And I mean, you shouldn't even just trust that. Like a camera can capture stuff, but it's not going to alert you that something happened.
Because it's not just, it's for the children's safety, but it is also to protect the teachers. Because as we know, a kid also can tell a lie, or you know, or especially if they, in special education, if they don't know how to articulate their words or regulate their emotions
or describe what happened.
Someone could
misunderstand or misinterpret anything. I mean,
anything. So
kind of get things misconstrued.
So it's for both, right? So because it has been a week now and we haven't heard anything, we have just officially decided to withdraw Mikko from school. We didn't feel comfortable sending her back to school without knowing exactly what happened, you know. We did see a lot of questions about why do they have to review it first, or why is it taking so long before we review it? Why is it not something that's immediately shown to us? It's a procedure. It has to be, there has to be a guideline of how to go through with this. And just the way that we had to go in and we had to fill out an incident report, and then it goes to the next person, and then it goes to the next person, and it is a process for it. And although like trust me, we understand like the frustration in what you guys are even asking and what you're saying. We're the ones who had to actually go through it, so we understand, but we're also trying to be, you know, level-headed about the situation because we don't know what.
But yeah, you can't assume that anything negative happened. Like we said before, it could very well be that Mikko just had a bad day and wasn't feeling it, and now she just kind of in a spoiled way maybe just doesn't want to deal with school no more. And that's a whole different story than saying a teacher abused her. I mean, our priority is always her safety first and foremost, which is why we pulled her out of school. It makes absolutely no sense to put her in the same environment that she's showing she's scared of when we haven't even seen what happened yet. It just doesn't make sense, and we're so close to the end of the year.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys know that it's with children that are on the spectrum, it is a process when it comes to trying to handle how to de-escalate a meltdown or to help with transitions. And you guys have seen that with us in the past when she had a very hard time with going to getting into the bathtub, and when she had trouble with going into her room because of the loud noises near the base or the military base. And so those things took not a day, those things took months for us to actually be able to get her through that and to work her way back to having some type of normalcy as well. So with this is going to be the same case. Even if it's something that was at her fault, or if it was something that was at a teacher's fault, we can't shield her forever. So we have to figure out, okay, how do we get through each of these scenarios, whatever we're going to be faced with, whatever those tapes are going to show, how do we get through this, right? Because this is going to be, it's still new territory for us.
Right.
We've never had to go through this. We have other children and we've never had to go through this. So this is all very new to us as well. We both wish we could have went up there to talk to the teachers, but because of the severity of how her meltdowns are when she sees the school, I went up there by myself. I went and told them like, hey, you know, we haven't heard anything back from about the footage, so we're just gonna have to withdraw her until we know something further. So I went up there, I signed the papers to get her withdrawn, and then her teacher had to bring up the rest of her stuff that she had back in the classroom. And she kind of just, I just asked her, like, you know, like, is there any more details that you could tell me? Like, is there anything else that you would be able to tell me, like, of what happened? And she just went through the scenario with me and like kind of told me what happened. Now, it's not just her, there are other aides in the classroom. So it wasn't as if it was just a teacher that was dealing with what was going on with Mikko. We're talking about 2 or 3 other aides that were there that I haven't gotten to talk to. And then also I'm trying to think, like, if we have issued an incident report, and just because we've issued it and they're looking for footage, I'm assuming that maybe they're also going to want to get to talk to each aide to see, can you tell me what happened? Can you also write an incident report of your findings? The teacher, can you write an incident report of your findings? And I think they have to put the whole story together. I hope that they're not trying to drag this along, but I want to, or
cover anything up.
Right, I don't want that, but I do understand that there's a process and they probably do have to get everybody's statement. Yeah. It's not just ours. But just because we issued the incident statement, like, now they have to talk to the teacher because we're now saying like something happened in the classroom or someone did something to her or whatever the case is. They have to fill that out too. So.
And we don't know how many other parents have filled out forms. We don't know if we're in a line or like a order of priority wait list.
Right.
We might be number 10
about that.
in the order of incidents. We might be down the line. I mean, but.
And we haven't. I know the couple of you guys asked, like, you know, has it happened before with other people, or have we talked to other parents? And we're so new to this school. She just started going in January and she's barely been able to go because she's been sick.
Yeah, she's only probably been in school probably like month and a half, 2 months worth of time.
Yeah.
Worth of school time, being out and being sick so much. So.
Yeah. So
it's a tricky situation.
Yeah.
But we're staying biased to the positive that, you know, she just may have had a bad day. Maybe she was just tired. But our guard is never down, you know, so.
So I know a lot of people ask, like, you know, so since now that you guys know that she's withdrawn, are we going to homeschool? Obviously it is the end of the school year, like you said. So homeschooling is and always has been an option for us. As you guys can see, we were homeschooling before this, but we did want to make sure that she was getting some of social, you know, interactions with other people. And she at a point was scared of kids, and she isn't no longer. So it is a process, and that we can't really answer yet. Everything is always still on the board. We can't make any other decisions or changes until we see the tapes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we wanted to come on here and just, you know, update you guys, let you guys know what was going on, and until next time, you guys. Hi, my name is Precious Hill, and I'm calling to see if I can get an update on an incident report that I put in last week.
Yes, ma'am. And your student's name?
Mikko Hill.
Let me double check for you.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and transfer you to Miss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Precious Hill, and I'm calling about an incident report to see if there's been an update.
Yes, ma'am. That incident report has been submitted, and we are just waiting on the district to view the video. I don't have access to the videos, the cameras in the special education classrooms, and so that will come from who works with our special education department. I did email her last night and ask her for a follow-up, and she said her plan was to view the video today. So I do not know where she is in that process. But I could definitely email her again and just ask her if she was able to, and have her reach out to you with her timeline.
Okay, that would be perfect.
Would that work?
Yeah.
But I will definitely reach out to her again. I did email her last night. She verified the classroom number with me and told me that she would be reviewing that video today. So I will reach out and say, hey, Mom has reached out, would like a follow-up. So.
Okay, that sounds so good. We appreciate it.
All right, let me just double check and make sure I have the right phone number. All right, thank you, Ms. Hill. I really appreciate it, and I hope that she will get back to you.
That sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a great afternoon.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're biased to the positive, like I said. We don't think it's anything like that, so.
Yeah. We need to know what happened so that we can help Mikko move past it and figure out how to regulate her emotions, if that's what it was, you know, help her process through her meltdowns, if that's what it was, you know. So we're always just trying to help any way that we can with her, you know, especially if it's something that maybe we could be doing better as parents. That's something that's like at the utmost. Like we're very proactive when it comes to what we can do better as parents. So it's a learning curve for us all.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, since that's today, hopefully we'll hear something tomorrow, and then we will be able to update going forward from there. So stay tuned.